Good morning, Liz. It's lovely to see you again. I'm just going to introduce us for those who are watching. My name is Charlotte Bowater and I'm a Programme Manager for Dorset Business Mentors, a funded programme that links business owners with volunteer mentors who are selected, trained and supported by us and who all come from senior management level experience. Liz, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, I'm Liz McCormick. I've been an accountant for, I hate to say it, but 30 years. And I recently set up on my own, having been in practice for a very long time. And thanks to the Dorset Mentors, it's actually going really well.
Thanks, Liz. So can I take you back to sometime, it was either at the end of 2018 or January 2019, when I first met you, in fact, at a session that we ran. You responded, I believe, in fact, our records show that you responded to a Facebook advert that I placed up offering our Taste of Mentoring session. Can you recall attending that session and how did you find it?
Yeah, I do remember attending that session. I was working in Wareham at the time for a practice and my lady that did all the admin in the office pointed it out to me and I thought I need to go to that because I had no marketing background at all, and at that point was working in a satellite office that just I needed to do all of the marketing as well, or at least get it in place. So it was quite entertaining. I think there were about 10 of us. Mm-hmm. It was very, very wet evening, and yeah, it was a really good introduction to what the mentors offered.
Good, yes, and I recall that we had I think a couple of mentors there. So these sessions, just for those of you watching, we've now moved online so that wherever you are in the county now, you can attend, and they are an opportunity to discover more about the programme. And when we say it's high quality and affordable, what does that actually mean? And meet a few of our mentors and actually get a taste for mentoring. How does it actually work? What is the process? And more importantly, that you can go away and have a really clear sense of how a mentor could support you in your business. So Liz, back to you. I recall at the time you were saying that you had been given the challenge with that Wareham office to make a success of it and to grow the business. And as you just said, you felt that your marketing skills were weak, if you like, and that you really needed some support. So you requested a mentor from us and we linked you with a gentleman called David Barker. Can you recall the beginning of that relationship and how that went for you?
Yeah, it was hilarious, really, because I went to meet David for the first time, and the first meeting was always briefed as a, let's see if we get on. And I do like to be challenged, but I walked in to see David and he said, well, where is your business plan? And given that I'm an accountant, talking to people about business plans all the time, it was very uncomfortable because I said, well, what business plan do you mean? So we had a really good laugh and got out a piece of paper and just drew something out very quickly. And from there on in, it's always been a bit of a standing joke, you know, where are those numbers? Come on. So yeah, it was very, very successful because he just put his finger straight away. It's a bit like going to a physio when you've got a sore muscle, you know, he put his finger straight on the point that said, yeah, okay, that hurts, but it's right.
Yes. And we're always keen for people to understand that, you know, obviously if a business owner is requesting mentor support, there's obviously some issues or things that they want to work through. And you know, I always say that none of us are born business owners. We learn our skills along the way, and sometimes by trial and error, and there could be uncomfortable moments, but you know, we always want to make sure that people understand that mentors are not there to embarrass you or make you feel awkward, really. And it's nice to hear that you both had a laugh about it and so on, because actually, you know, lack of business plans are very familiar to our mentors, and their job really is to help individuals sort of work through them, and it can start on the back of a piece of, you know, a bank receipt or something. You know, it's amazing how they can help support that, you know, process. Yes,
which is pretty much what he said. You know, it was, how can I help you with the marketing if I don't know what your plan is? Where are you trying to go in terms of numbers? And then we'll work out how the marketing has to work. So he put me into my comfort zone, which was the numbers side of things, before we could move on. But Yeah, it has always been a bit of a standing joke.
Yeah, love it. So, and then I think you had a bit of a change of heart, didn't you? You decided, because of course now you have your own business. So tell us about that. And did David sort of
Well,
work with you through all of
I
that?
think as the year went on in Wareham, I learnt so much, and realised I didn't want to be an employee. In fact, my words are now, I don't think I can be an employee. I'm not an employee sort of person, because I get very attached to my clients. And that the mentoring has now changed. I still see David and we still talk through the numbers, but it's about what do you want as an individual, and where is the employment holding you back from letting rip really at the things that you really like. So he spent a good few months making me analyse what was important to me, just, you know, about family, about time, about money, about security. And for me, he put it into numbers terms because it worked best that way. We had to prioritise. And it just kept coming out with the same answer, you know, just go for it. And he was probably instrumental in putting the final boot up my backside to say, take the chance and go. And then from the 1st of January, that's what I did.
Lovely. I
And
love that
been really,
expression,
really
boot
good.
up the backside, but actually that's, I think I'll translate that again as giving you the confidence and saying you're ready, go for it, isn't it? And actually giving business owners, or helping them get to a position where they can really confident in their decision making, because they've really talked it through, they've looked at the opportunity that's there, the risks, they've developed a clear plan. You know, it's lovely having that person alongside you to say, do you know what? Yeah, you're in a good position here, you know.
Yeah.
Now over to you. Obviously, they're not there to make that decision for you, are they? But it's to help position you in that space.
No, and I think once I did get started, what I had seen as how the business would run is just not what's happened at all. And it has worked, but David's been alongside me all the way saying, well, that isn't what you planned, but yeah, that's fine. It's still working. So let's go with that, you know, and then take that through.
Yes. Okay. So I suppose really, in the interest of not making this too long, you know, it sounds to me like you would recommend it to others, but anyone watching this who perhaps has never heard of our program before, we are offering a taste of mentoring every 6 weeks now online as a regular schedule, because people from all over the county can zoom in to us. And it's a lovely informal opportunity to discover the program. But what would you say to them? You know, if there was even a moment's hesitation.
It's probably the best hour or two that you will spend on your business. It is so worthwhile, and you meet some great people.
Yeah, lovely. All right, Liz. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you.